Hi, today's topic is about forgiveness. Now, in my mind, there are two ends of the stick to forgiveness. One is a very simple event where something is broken, not by you, and you forgive that person for breaking whatever it was that was broken. The other end of that stick is when it is a really life-changing, traumatic experience that actually can take years to come to the point of forgiveness. And the time that it takes is unique to each individual. Interestingly enough, when we get to that point of forgiveness, it's about how we've processed that. And I'll give you two examples of how some people have processed it. It's, yes, I forgive you, but don't ever mention that person's name again in front of me. Well, there's certainly been no forgiveness there. Another scenario is when somebody says, yes, I forgive you, and that's it, full stop. There's been no movement to recreate the relationship, no movement on communication, no movement to mend or rebuild bridges. And it's a bit like both cases, putting the incident over there, building a brick wall and forgetting about it. And that's not forgiveness, that's just placing it to the side. Because what will happen is when something triggers you, it will all come rushing back with negative thoughts and feelings. It was explained to me to be able to forgive people was if somebody gave you a diamond, what would you say? Would you say, I forgive you for giving me the diamond? You'd say thank you, and you would look at it and appreciate the value. And so it is in our lives. When we forgive, it's not that we're forgiving them for what they did. We're actually releasing ourselves and freeing ourselves. And if we can find value in what has transpired, what has happened, then that enables us to move forward in a positive manner. If we can find value in that relationship, then it becomes meaningful. Like in my example, my 40 years of marriage went down the gurgler, and I found that it took me ages to get over saying, oh, I've lost 40 years of marriage, which was devastating. But over time, I was able to refocus with this same concept and look at the value, look at all the things that I'd learnt and done, and I'm able to appreciate those 40 years, and it's actually made me the woman that I am today. It's learning to see the value in those things. Up until the point when I couldn't see the value in that time, then I was quite a bitter person and resentful, and I didn't want to live with those emotions for the rest of my life. I needed to free myself from those emotions and be able to move forward. And now very rarely do I find myself going down a rabbit hole. But when I do go down a rabbit hole, I have strategies to help pull me up. And one strategy is the Abraham Hicks one of, are you rowing really hard in your canoe upstream, or have you got your oars and flowing downstream? So if a negative thought pops into my head, and I can easily say, whoops, that's going upstream. Let's think about some nice things and flow downstream. Anyway, God bless. Hope that's helped.